Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with the 5th edition of Black Girls on Television. So it's going to be around for a little while, you guys, even though Empire ends next week. I just found out that we got fucking 6 more, 7, 8 more weeks of Scandal, and Being Mary Jane, I think, is still going on for some time, too. So my two least favorite of the shows for Black Girls on Television. But yeah, we'll ride it out, you guys. So this is gonna be the reviews, not really reviews, y'all. Y'all know we just discussing. Being Mary Jane, season 2, episode 7, Empire, season 1, episode 10, and Scandal, season 4, episode 12. So let's get to it, shall we? Okay, you guys, Being Mary Jane, one of the most somber shows on television right now. This episode was a little bit better than the ones that have been in the past. Like I said, it looks like Mara Brock Akil's, one of the things that's on her agenda is to make sure that she talks about issues in the Black community. Every week it's been something, and I guess it ties in well because Mary Jane is a reporter, so, she focuses on issues. Social issues. So this week it was the Black men suicide rate, and it was very interesting. I mean, some of the things that you definitely already know is just things that we don't really talk about. This show in particular, it opened with this guy who was kind of in a standoff situation with the police. He had harbored himself inside of his car, and he was saying he was going to kill himself because what you found out in the show was that he was working in a predominantly white office, white collar, a lot of stress there. People were making him feel a certain kind of way and demeaning and all of this stuff. So they tied it all in, and they also tied all that in with the gentleman that Mary Jane has been trying to score an interview with all this time. Who is he originally? Like, what did he come around for? Like, I don't know why I can't seem to connect on all of the things that's going on in this show. I don't know if I'm not paying enough attention or what, but yeah, some of the things just kind of fly over my head. But anyway, y'all remember the black guy with the light eyes and she went to go see him speak. Well, she ends up going to his house because he has some inside information on the guy that ended up killing himself on live television. He gave her this information about this gentleman who tried to kill himself and why he tried to kill himself, and you get the feeling that it's going to be kind of an expose on the company that he used to work for and blah blah blah. But that guy also looks like Mary Jane and he are going to try to start some kind of relationship. I thought it was so sexy when he was like, I'm going out of town, but when I get back, I just thought maybe you and I could talk about us going out and what that looks like for you. I was like, bitch, if that ain't some most smooth ass shit. Oh, I was like, man, if I was single, some man said, what does that look like for you? Oh, just change up your game a little bit, okay? I wasn't mad. I was like, bitch, that look good. Shit. Another one of the issues on the show is Mary Jane's, I don't know why it seems like she has quite dysfunctional friendships. I know we have certain friends who are certain things to us. Some that are more needy, some that are more selfish, some that are the partiers, some that are the liars, some that are the hoes. I mean, we got all them friends. We still love them the same. Everybody's got their own, fucked up flaw or whatever. But the friendship that that it seems like they're focusing on the most this season is her friendship with the girl who is the doctor who also has mental issues, depression. I don't even know. Is it bipolar? I haven't really said exactly what it is with the girl. I have never liked this character. What is her name? I don't even know her name, but I didn't like her character last season. I thought she was very judgmental, especially with the issues that she has. It comes out this season that, on this episode in particular, that she is jealous of Mary Jane. She has an episode, evidently, whoever Sally Richardson's character is on the show, she calls Mary Jane and was just like, I had to go get her. She said, she was upset and I'm rushing over to her right now. I had to go get her and, you should come and all this. So Mary Jane drops everything at her job like she always does for this friend and goes over there. And then the friend, now, keep in mind she's got mental issues or whatever, but the friend also, you don't know if it's the mental issues talking or if she's just kind of jealous. Okay, Mary Jane being, so pretty and having the perfect job and having men fall in love with her. She was like, David, he's always, I was like, why is she so concerned about David? Mary Jane was like, I am tired of being there for you. I'm tired of trying to be your friend and dropping everything for you. And what do you want me to do? I can't change my life. This is the life that I was given, just like you were given yours. But, she was just like, I'm fucking done. If you got a problem with me, then bitch, we ain't got to talk no more. People have their limits. Mary Jane is mean though, but I don't think that in this case, in this instance, is it mean or is it that she's kind of no nonsense and once she's done? Sorta. And when I say sorta, it's because we all know she's going back and forth with this David guy. Her father gave her the okay to kind of just not expect perfectionism. You guys explained that to me last week because, honey, I surely didn't get it. Still don't quite get it, but okay. But I guess she's willing to kind of loosen the reins on what she deems a perfect relationship and is willing to try to give David a chance because at the end of this show, after she had been telling him, no, I'm not interested. You having a baby, you with this woman, don't come around here no more. At the end of this episode, she calls him, tells him come to the house. I guess when she's, just through with that friend and you get, they go on and have sex. The main part that I'm forgetting is you guys know that she decided to still do that freezing of her eggs, even though she's not doing it on camera anymore. She's still doing it behind the scenes. Nobody knows. The whole thing is she was going to be ovulating at a certain time, and at the peak moment, that's when I think they were going to take the eggs. So when she was supposed to go to the doctor's office for the doctor to take the eggs right at her ovulation moment, instead she calls David, tells him to come to the house. She wants a baby by him. And then they get busy. So the plot thickens. Maybe now we'll get some shit picked up if she gets pregnant or whatever. Can you imagine Mary Jane pregnant? That mean ass bitch. Ooh, she gonna be something to deal with. The Mexican chick, I'm sorry, I can't remember her name. Her and Mary Jane looks like that her and Mary Jane's friendship is going through some changes because Mary Jane, I think, feels like the loyalty and the solidarity as partners that they used to have, I think Mary Jane feels like is not necessarily there anymore. Mary Jane knows that whoever the big wig is did a focus group on her television show. Her spot looks like, maybe her job. I don't know if it's her job or if it's her specific time slot for her show or whatever is on the line. But yeah, Mary Jane got wind of it. And she ain't too pleased with old Mexican girl. And Mexican girl is trying to give the Mexican guy. Are they Mexican? Let me say Latina and Latino, because I know how my Latinas and my Latino, they don't want you to call them Mexican if they ain't Mexican. But whatever they are, it looks like she's trying to give him another chance. She's just pretty much she's just a snob, basically. And she's one of those ones who feels like once they make it, then they got all these things that, they put down their own kind. We all see that happening with us, especially as being black. You know how we new niggas can be. What are you guys thinking about Mary Jane? Yeah. Hopefully it's going to pick up. And Empire, you guys. This episode was strange. I don't know if I felt like this was one of my favorite episodes, but it almost felt like it was a placeholder episode for the big shit that's going to happen next week. We got a 2-hour finale next week. But let me just think about different things. First of all, we all know that Andre is in the clinic. Andre is bipolar. Pretty much the family has known that there's something wrong with it. We find out that he found out that he had it back when he was like his junior year in college. And I'm assuming that they always knew that bruh man was just a little bit off. And then once he was professionally diagnosed, then, they dealt with it however they had to. Of course, Lucius doesn't want to accept it because he requires nothing less than perfection in his children, but we already know, okay, as far as Lucius is concerned, they're not perfect because one is gay and, okay, one is big crazy, okay, and then the younger one is just kind of out of control, even though I really do like Hakeem. I've turned out to actually really like his character. But, yeah, Big Crazy is in the clinic and they come talking about, they got this therapy and, then Jennifer Hudson is playing the musical therapist, and I was like, maybe, but I was just sitting there like, oh, who the fuck then came up with this music therapy, you know? They had a bitch in the damn clinic just singing to people when they upset. The scene where Andre is in the room with her and she's singing, you know, what about the music? Or forget about the music in the only way that Jennifer Hudson can. When she sings everything, she only you guys, I wish I knew the damn words because I would sing it. You know, Jennifer Hudson. That voice is an acquired sound. But anyway, she's singing to him and, you know, it's not touching him like they say that it has been. And it's probably because he's very upset. He wants to get a divorce from his white woman wife. He's through. He's mad. He don't want to do nothing. You know how it goes. What about when Jennifer Hudson goes and locks the door and was like, I know what'll work. She all sexy, sultry. And she was just like, I got something for you. And she kneels and he's on the floor. He's leaning up against the piano. He got his legs open. She kneels down in between his legs, puts her forehead to his head. Okay, you look like all she gotta do is go like this. Look at this piece of hair right here. Just don't never want to act right. All she gotta do is be like, mwah. The bitch gonna say, pray with me. I was like, now Lee Daniels, nigga, you know you was wrong. How you gonna be getting me to concentrate trying to pray with you and you got me, you all up in between my legs with my forehead to your forehead? Really? Absolutely not. No, we not praying. Okay, and you better get away from me before something happens. Shit. But I guess we'll see what else goes on with Jennifer Hudson's character. I had heard or read somewhere that her and Big Crazy was going to have some sort of relationship. Again, Big Crazy is doing really, really well in his acting job. Oh, I just really like him. Now, Lucius... You know, Lucius is kind of in this whole, okay, my empire, everything is about to be perfect. Me and Cookie about to be together and Nika's gone. Okay, we fixing to do this. He tell New York Undercover, in no way are you going to get dibs on this company. Okay, you and my son thought y'all was, you know, slick. But it ain't gonna happen that way. So, you know, New York Undercover is just like, is that right? Okay, so it's your company, huh? Oh, okay, you know, it was in that, you know how black folks do it. They be like, okay, you be internally checklisting off, like, what the hell you about to do to just mess this nigga's whole little show up? And we know that New York Undercover he's the one that cleared Lucius Lyons from the killing of, what was his name? Bubba? Bunky. Is it Bunky? Bunchy? Child. What's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. So, Bucky. Is it Bucky or is it Bunky? I think it's Bunky. Anyway, but we find out that New York Undercover has a drug problem. New York Undercover, you know, he's out trying to get his cocaine on in a club, and good old Olivia shows back up on the scene. Y'all know she done left a baby with Lucius and Anika and Jamal. She shows up on the scene with this, you know, this character. You know, we just figure that he's from her past, or he's probably from her present, but somebody she had been trying to get away from. And he want the baby back. Okay, so it was sort of like a disconnected to me. I didn't understand. I don't even know what the words to say. It didn't connect with the rest of what was going on in the show. I guess maybe it did. Like, Jamal had then made the decision that he was going to take care of his baby and, you know, move her in with him, and then all of a sudden she shows up and says that she's got to get the baby back. So you know, it was like dun dun dun. Okay, because Jamal had already made his decisions or whatever. And even when Jamal tried to tell Lucius that he was going to take the little girl, you know, Lucius was like, you don't need to take her. Well, I mean, all over these last few weeks, it's been building up to us finding out that was Lucius's child. I mean, not everybody, but people were kind of surprised with that, and I thought we had talked about that. Then I started thinking, like, did we talk about it on the video? I know in my first review, we talked about it at length in the comments. Okay, so I had then told my husband that, you know, Lucius was the dad. And sure enough, you know, after New York Undercover brings Olivia and old boy to the house, they supposed to be having this big signing thing, and everything is falling apart. Old boy pulls a gun on Jamal. I didn't really understand what he was pulling guns on folks for. I mean, you want the damn baby. Even though they said that they wasn't going to give the baby, it's like that we got to kill him now? Like, that was sort of dramatic to me, but whatever. They needed something for Lucius to come out and say that he's the father, which still to me didn't make sense. Like, why are you confessing this to him? And wasn't there other ways that you could have probably mentally got to that guy's head and not have to go through all of that? But whatever. Lucius says that he's the dad. The security guy comes out of nowhere and shoots the guy dead, or shoots him. I don't know if he died or not. But that was like the big revealing moment. So now everybody knows that that's Lucius's kid. So now Jamal is upset with him. Cookie is upset with him. I guess she's now surprised that Lucius is a dog. Whatever you gotta do to find out, child, I guess. But you know, Cookie's whole attention is on the security guy, Derek Lucas's character. I don't know his name. Wait a minute, I think I did write his name down. Malcolm is his name. Malcolm has been, I guess, trying to remain professional, but he's been keeping his eye on Cookie. And Cookie ain't been really being the most professional. She's made it very known that she was interested in him. He finally comes to her one day in her office and is just like, I'm sorry, you know, that I've been disrespectful. And, you know, that's not my job. And, you know, but I can't stop thinking about you. It was such a soap opera line. And, you know, then she goes and kisses him. So now it's like this whole clandestine thing because, shit, Lucius, him and Cookie fixing to be together. Okay, he didn't shorten the shares of everybody so he can give it to Cookie. And now Cookie is not really at the place where she wants to be with Lucius anymore. Now she got this interest in this guy, and I actually think that that is going to blossom into something bigger. That might be the security man's ass once Lucius finds out about it. That's it. What else? Hakeem, you know, him and Mama Naomi, they really trying to make their relationship real. When they went to go sign the paperwork for the IPO or whatever, you know, Lucius was like, yeah, bitch, I got your number. I know you around here just so you can, you know, get paid. How much is it going to take for me to just get rid of your ass? She's just like, I'm not here for the money. You know, he writes her a big check and calls security and tells the security guy to take her ass out somewhere. And of course she tears it up and throws it in his face. It's like, nigga, you gonna be dead in 6 months. I will be back. So don't you even think that you getting rid of me right now. I want your fucking money. Because I'm going to be with your goddamn son, honey. And I'm going to be reaping the benefits then. Okay, while you rolling around in a damn wheelchair with a colostomy bag. I was like, oh, damn. I actually thought Naomi Campbell did. I think that was the best acting job I've ever seen her do. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm here for Naomi. Yeah, Mama Naomi. And that's pretty much it. Did I leave anything else out? You know, Olivia takes Lola, and you know, at the end, everybody's sad to see Lola go. And Olivia's gonna be taken care of by Lucius, I'm sure. And you know, that's that. So it was a little tie-up. Not that big of an episode to me. Next week, I think we'll have all the excitement. 2 hours. Let's hope it's really good, you guys. All right, you guys. And lastly, Scandal last night. Yeah, Scandal. I don't know why I feel like Scandal is trying to get his legs. Does anybody else get that feeling? So, okay, this episode was about a few things. One, we kind of witnessed the slow unraveling of Olivia. Olivia Pope, you know, she was just a hostage. And then she goes from a hostage situation to this standoff situation with the police and the black man. And, you know, baby girl is just at her wit's end. Okay, she's drinking at the house. She just can't quite get her nerves right. But when she overhears Miss Minnie, y'all know Miss Minnie is trying to keep the landlord from renting out Lois's apartment that's across the hall from her. You know, it kind of rejuvenates something in Olivia. Now she has a purpose. She's got to go to work because she's got to at least find the body of Lois for Miss Minnie. Y'all know, because Miss Minnie don't play that. She's back at work. You know, and everybody is glad that she's there, even though they're not real sure if it's the best thing or whatever. And she's trying to find Lois. Another storyline that's going on in this episode is the fact, and this is going to probably be something big, is the fact that you guys remember when Huck was trying to get his wife to understand why he was the way he was and that he wasn't crazy and that he wasn't lying. He went and gave her all of the files for B, what is the word? I can't never, B613. I was just like, oh, Huck, that's not a good idea. But you guys know Huck wasn't in the best, he wasn't in the best of headspace. He never really is, but he was really, really fucked up then. So, you know, he gave her those files some time ago. Well, now those files are kind of coming back to haunt him because the wife has decided to go to the attorney general. You know, she's got just regular American trust in the government. Okay, if I go to the attorney general and tell him about this, then it's all going to be fine. My husband can testify in court and, you know, we can be back together. And, of course, that's not really how B613 works. Everybody's all involved and twisted and turned into that whole thing. Of course, she doesn't know that, but you know, Huck does. And once they find out that she is the wife of, what was his name? Miguel Nunez? Was that his name? I said, boy, was it Miguel Nunez? Child, I think I wrote it. I know Munoz. Anyway, once they find out that he is indeed the one and he's like, I'll take care of it. But the wife is, you know, like I said, she's blinded. She's got regular general American government trust. He's like, you can't keep on with this. And she was like, no, it's going to be fine. The attorney general is going to protect us. And he was like, no, he's not. You got to let this go. Well, she's like, I'm continuing on with this. So then Huck makes the decision that the only way to really protect his family is to go on and do this deposition with the attorney general and deny everything and act like he doesn't know. So he goes do the deposition with David, the attorney general. And at first when David is asking the questions, he's saying, I don't know, I don't remember, I don't know, I don't remember. But as the questions are going more and more, and Huck is having flashbacks of when him and his wife first got together, and when she got pregnant and they bought their house, and when they had the baby, and how happy they were, and how he's now saying the things that is going to push her back away from him. He has a change of heart, okay? And he just breaks down and was just like, yeah, I was in the hole. I measured every corner of the wall. Then he starts talking about how he had to imagine, you know, the sunlight and this and that and the other. And, you know, he just basically went on and told the whole thing about how he was in this hole with B613. So David is looking at him like, wait now, you ixnay on fashion K, okay? What are you doing? This is not what we discussed. But Huck was just like, I don't give a fuck. It comes to the point where his family is more important. And I was actually kind of proud of Huck, even though I'm just like, oh, this is going to be such problems for them. But I was kind of proud because even though he might die and his family might even get killed, at least he'll be able to get a little bit of the happiness back. And maybe we can bring Huck back to being somewhat normal, even if it's short lasted. The fact that his wife is proud of him, that she kissed him, she's told him he can come over for dinner and hang out with him and everything, he's going to get his family back. I'm just like, finally. And I'm really hoping that it happens for David too, because damn, David is another one that don't never fucking win. I want good things to happen, even though it might be short-lived. And I know that's probably being overly optimistic considering this is a TV show, but whatever. That's one of the other storylines. And then, the VP, okay, which is really, really hilarious that they've gotten, you know, they picked this lady. In the real world, it would never have happened. Okay, this lady would have never got past Congress. She's sort of like she doesn't keep it all together. She's, you know, when they try to present her to the world, basically, and say this is who the president has chosen, she laughs and giggles and snorts, and you know, she just has like this little breakdown on podium. It was just like, oh yeah, girl, that would have never happened in the real life. But of course, they put her on this whole media campaign. She's going to the different talk shows and the different round table shows, you know, round table discussion shows. They're just trying to get her built back up where America can trust and like her again. And then even when she sits before Senate and they try to get her confirmed, you know, they just like, yeah, even with all of that you did, we ain't doing this. It takes only Olivia to come back to the president and let him know that the reason why they won't do it is because they don't fucking trust you. They tie your motherfucking ass, okay? First you say you're not gonna go to war with West Angola or whatever it was. Then you go to war with West Angola a couple of weeks later. And then a few weeks later after that, you know, you pull the troops out. And, you know, and of course we can't forget about all the people, the innocent people that got pulled into that and killed. Like, they probably think your ass is It's crazy. And now you're trying to put this woman on the line, even if they do like her, even if they do feel like she could be a good vice president, and if she had to be one, she could be a good president. They ain't gonna confirm her because of your fuck shit. Olivia tells him that he needs to go on and apologize and really beg Congress to, to confirm her. And that's what he does, and it works, and they confirm her, and she becomes the new vice president. That's pretty much it. It was an okay episode. It kept my attention. What y'all think about Scandal? Y'all still with it? All right, you guys, that is it. I got to get back to work. I had to go to a training today about purchasing cars. I was just like, oh my God, who does these trainings on Fridays? It's all fucking cold and everything, but I have really pushed this training off as long as I can. So yeah, I went on to the training. Now I'm doing this video, and now I'm going to get me something to eat and take it on back to work. Actually, I got some soup at my office. Y'all ever get the Progresso clam chowder? That should be the bomb. But anyway, y'all, let me get off of here. You guys remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right? All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye. Oh, somebody waved at me that was walking down the street.